Well, guys, yesterday was very interesting. We found out 100% for sure that there is a comet in Fortnite Battle Royale. It was found in the game files. There's been this weird light in the sky growing over the past few days, and it seems like this comet is getting closer and closer to our world, and obviously it's going to have some sort of effect. Now, nobody really knows what this effect is. The number one theory we have so far is the Tilted Towers theory. It's coming down to destroy Tilted. Tilted, although it's fun, although it's exciting, it has been a bit of a menace on the game. It does completely imbalance where players are landing. It makes the middle part of the game kind of slow, and although, you know, some people like it, a lot of people really aren't happy with it, and from a dev's perspective, again, it is very imbalanced. So rather than the devs taking out Tilted and just being like, hey, we removed it and there's nothing but a field there, you know, that's it, a lot of people would be upset in that scenario. They'd be like, you know, why'd you take Tilted? I really liked it. So instead of doing that, they could potentially just be blowing it up and creating this crazy cool story and having this huge event happen. And that way, I mean, how could you really be mad at that? You know what I mean? Like they're really adding to the game, to the lore, and to the story. So I don't know. I really like that idea. I'm hoping it happens, but in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the other theories that people have been talking about as to what this comet could be. So there's no way I could track down everybody and give everybody proof. There have been theories on Reddit. People have tweeted me theories. People have commented theories, stuff like that. So I just wanted to go through some of my favorite theories on what it could be and see what you guys think. Now, before we get into this, I do want to mention one theory that has been proven false, or at least covered up by Epic Games. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yesterday, one of the things people were talking about is after the most recent update, people are getting random controller vibrations all around the map. And at first, it seemed like it was seriously 100% random, but then people realized it's happening in certain spots. So people were saying, like, maybe these are areas where the little meteorites are going to hit. Maybe this is where, you know, the magnetic field is being messed with, or like a gravitational pull is being messed with, or something like that. It turns out that this is, in fact, a bug, according to Epic Games. So check out this tweet right here. Dante said, "What's with the random vibrations?" And Fortnite game tweeted back, "That's a bug we're aware of and working towards solving. For the meantime, you can turn off vibrations and the options if it bothers you." So again, it could be a cover up here, but I don't think they would, you know, tweet this if it was. I think that they are serious. It's just a bug. So all the people out there trying to figure out what that means, I've seen people like drawing maps and like putting dots where the vibrations happen. I've seen people trying to get the Morse code out of these things, like the you know, quick dots and long pauses and stuff like that. They're trying to figure out what it means, and it turns out that it's just a bug. So now let's get into some of these theories that I've seen, and I tried to pick out some of the better, more plausible ones. Personally, in my opinion, my favorite one is that it destroys Tilted. I really want to see that, but these are some other ones that I could see it being, and I wouldn't mind. So number one is, rather than entirely destroying Tilted altogether forever, maybe it's just going to be a limited time mode. I mean, you guys know in the leak we had yesterday when people data mined the game and they found the Comet files in the game, it was under the subfolder called events. And obviously we know Fortnite really likes seasonal events and limited time mode events. So maybe this whole Comet thing is just going to be a limited time mode, and maybe it's a limited time mode kind of based around April Fools to kind of celebrate the holiday. So we've got a couple of options here. Number one is maybe a comet does come down and destroy Tilted, but it's not forever. It's just in this limited time mode, just in this specific playlist while this is going on, and then once the limited time mode is over, Tilted's back. That's one option. A second option that we have here is, what if it was like a countdown type thing? Like, what if the match started and the asteroid was coming in, getting closer, you see it starting to fill up the sky and stuff like that. It comes down and hits Tilted in the middle of the match. So Tilted starts normal, you can land there, you gotta grab your stuff, but then you have to get the heck out of there because this meteor is coming in and it's gonna destroy everything, and you're gonna get caught in the blast if you aren't far enough away. That could be kind of interesting. Obviously pretty intensive, like graphically and stuff like that. I think it'd be hard to pull something like that off, but I think it's kind of a cool idea. And then when I was talking about that with CISO, my man CISO, I also thought, what if it wasn't just tilted? What if this was more like something that just like randomly happened to cities throughout the match in this limited time mode? So like it could happen to Retail Row, it could happen to Salty Springs, it could happen to anything else. There are games that have these kind of features, like PUBG has like the red circle where all the bombs drop, just to kind of mix things up, get people moving, get people, out of the buildings and stopping from camping and stuff like that. So I don't know, I could see that happening, but I'm pretty sure the red zone in PUBG is like not really all that loved by their community, and I don't know, like it could happen, but it's definitely not my favorite. We've also got a few theories around Save the World, which make a lot of sense. So for those of you guys that don't know, Fortnite Battle Royale is actually kind of a spin-off. Save the World is the original Fortnite game. It's what Epic was originally developing. It's kind of like a wave-based survival game where you build up in the bases, you like collect materials and everything, you build up bases, and then you fend off hordes of enemies that are coming your way. You try to survive as long as possible. That was the original game. You can still buy it and play it today if you want. It's like $60, or there's an $80 version, a $100 version, etc., etc. That was what originally came out. And then Battle Royale was kind of a spin-off. They took some of the characters and some of the assets and stuff over, and they created a new game in Fortnite Battle Royale, which is what we all know and love. So Save the World, it's still pretty popular. Definitely not as popular as Battle Royale, but it's definitely, still played. People still like it. And apparently it's supposed to be becoming free to play. Obviously, Battle Royale really benefited from being free to play, so I think they're trying to kind of carry this over as well and maybe get some people to play Save the World as well. I don't know, we'll see what their plan is, but apparently there have been rumors that Save the World is becoming free to play, and maybe this whole asteroid thing is kind of like a promotional like advertisement for Save the World, and it's going to be like the big announcement that it's becoming free to play. Because in Save the World, now granted I haven't played it, so those of you guys who have, you can correct me down in the comments, but I believe it takes place on the planet Venus, and the reason why all the enemies are there is because they came in on an asteroid. So that kind of, matches up with this comet that's coming down to Fortnite Battle Royale. So that could definitely be kind of linked up there. It could be kind of a promotion, advertisement, announcement for Save the World becoming free to play, which could be kind of a cool way to do it. Now, the other thing I've seen that actually could be kind of cool is maybe this asteroid's going to come down and it's going to bring the Save the World enemies to Fortnite Battle Royale for a limited time. Again, maybe a limited time mode, maybe just on April Fool's Day, but maybe we'll have like AI enemy zombies and stuff running around while we're also fighting each other. I don't know. There are limitless possibilities when we get there, but the fact that an asteroid plays a big role in Save the World, and now we have an asteroid coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, there is a bit of a link there. Lastly, another big theory that I've seen all over the place is that this asteroid is bringing us a brand new map. So this is something a lot of people have talked about. Obviously, the current map we have in Fortnite Battle Royale is very, very old. It's been around since Battle Royale first came out. It's the only map we have. They're constantly updating it. We've added so many new cities. Literally, it seems like every week we're, either getting a new city or at least a new little point of interest. It doesn't have to be named on the map, but even if it's just a campsite with some telescopes, we're always getting something new. The map is always evolving, and it's been good. Like, I don't feel like the map is old yet, but at some point, it probably is going to start getting old. And I think people are going to start wanting new maps, like maybe a desert-based map or a snowy mountain-based map or something like that. So maybe this is going to be Epic's way of introducing a new map. Maybe at the end of Season 3, we're going to be done with this map and we're going to have a brand new one, or maybe there's going to be a second one added. So there are a couple of different options here. Number one is this asteroid. I mean, obviously a huge asteroid is going to have an apocalyptic effect on whatever it hits. I mean, the map of Fortnite Battle Royale is not that big, so the idea that this asteroid is going to come down and only destroy Tilted seems kind of far-fetched. Maybe it's going to be an apocalypse type thing, and that's like where the Rust Sword character comes from and stuff like that. Maybe the entire map is going to be destroyed, pretty much nobody's going to survive, and we're going to have a brand new map for Season 4. That is one option. Seems kind of crazy because I do think there's still a lot they could do with this map, but I guess that's an option. A second option we have here is maybe the asteroid is going to miss the current map, but it's going to land out in the ocean. Obviously, we're all surrounded by water, so maybe it's going to land out there, and then we're going to have some sort of weird asteroid island little type map or something like that. I don't know. Could be kind of interesting. But again, I don't love that one as much. Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The point of this video was just kind of discuss some of the other options out there, and these are some of the ones I found pretty interesting and could potentially be plausible. This last one here, I don't know. I feel like Fortnite really, they want to get the most out of the current map before they start splitting the player base. So I feel like out of all of them, this one's probably the least likely, but I've seen a lot of people talking about it, so I wanted to mention it. So there you guys have it. Those are some of my favorite theories regarding this asteroid, this comet, meteor, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be really, really interesting, boys. The fact that all this is all happening right before April Fool's Day really kind of makes me wonder. I feel like we're going to get some answers tomorrow, and I'm hoping it's something serious and it's not just like, haha, we told you guys it was just a light in the sky. You know, I don't think that's Epic style. I think there is something epic going to be happening because that's what Epic does, is make things epic. But who knows? Who knows what it's going to be, man? Let me know if you guys have any other theories. Leave comments down below. Let me know your favorite theory so far. Again, like I said, I really want to see Tilted just blown up, crazy, crazy style, and I think that would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.